And we are back. Pokemon White 2 Hardcore Randomizer coming at you live here. We've done randomizers for Gen 3, Gen 4, and we just did one for the original Black and White. So let's hit the sequels right here, right now. I've never done a randomizer for this game, so I'm really looking forward to this. We've got the Dark type Volibee, we've got the Electric type Manectric, and we've got the Grass type Cacturn. And I don't want to run into a ground type and get nuked with an electric type early. And then the evolution is like level 55 for our little vulture friend here. So we're just going to lock in the Cacturn and see if that grass start typing can do us some favors starting off. And for our first encounter found on Route 19, it's going to be the legendary Heatran here, the Fire Steel typing. However, as you just saw, she's got the slow start ability. So starting off strong, completely blunder. On top of that, my Cacturn has the magnet pull ability, so the random abilities are leaving a lot to be desired, and we are going to sit here chucking Pokeballs at this level 4 legendary, and she does not want to get caught. On top of that, she's got the ancient power in the back, and this is not going well. We're going to keep trying to chip her down, trying to get these Pokeballs to secure it. Look at that. We have almost 30 Pokeballs. You would think, you would believe that we could do this. However, the Heatran is here. The ancient power comes down. We're at 15 HP. We're just going to keep Hail Marrying these Pokeballs. Come on, Heatran, come on down. You've got the slow start ability, but we can make it work. We can absolutely make it work as another ancient power comes down and we get crit right out the gate here. 5 HP in a dream. We're going to run to safety and call it a day. And then in Route 20, we run into a Baltoy here, rocking the ground psychic typing. We get a nice poison from the poison sting here, drop back with the Pokeball and secure it. So now we have a team of 2 before the first gym. The Baltoy is going to end up with the Water Veil passive. And then our Flocesi Ranch encounter is going to be the beefy Chansey here. Get a nice poison down as well. Secure it with the Pokeball. She's going to end up with the Drought ability. So we have a team of 3. Very unconventional, very strange, but let's see if they have what it takes to beat the first gym. The rival battle there in Flocesi Ranch went really smoothly. He only has a Togetic, so Cairo drops back through the confusion with the Rock Tomb and takes him down. And as we beat one of the trainers before Cheren, unfortunately, Cacturn goes to level 14, and that is over the level cap, so we are absolutely in trouble. So that means we have a Chansey and a Baltoy to take on Cheren's team of 2, and he sends out an Armaldo with that Bug Rock typing. We're going to go for the defense curl cheese here, see what happens, and then Armaldo answers with a Harden of his own. So I am just going for a complete brick wall since we already have a special defense wall. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is the wrong play, but honestly, Baltoy with the Rock Tomb might have been the play here, but we will see how this plays out as the Hardens and the defense curls go back to back. And as you can see, our only damaging moves are Pound and Dragon Rush. I repeat, Pound and Dragon Rush. You get a little bit of stab with the Pound, and then Dragon Rush is 100 damage with 75% accuracy. And I don't see this faring well as we do no damage. We do no damage through the Hardened, and this is just an absolute fiasco. Let me just go ahead and speed up and see where we end off with this Chansey versus Armaldo. So we go back and forth with Pounds and Dragon Rush and scratches. We get a nice critical hit there, but this Armaldo wants it all, and that's exactly what he's getting. And the Chansey gets absolutely bodied. The Berlin Wall falls, and that only leaves Cairo, who also got over-leveled on top of that. So it's like, okay, at this point, let's just give it a shot. So we send out our little Baltoy, and the scratch comes down, and I just did such a poor job preparing for this. You got to watch out in the randomizers because you're fighting a lot of evolved Pokemon, which give you more XP than the other Pokemon typically do, which is funny that we just had a Chansey, which is the epitome of that. But Baltoy's coming in here. He's got the level advantage. He's popping off against the Armaldo, so that's pretty cool. It is a consolation prize, and the Quagsire comes down. The Quagsire is here in the sun. Can the Derpy Buddy take down what we have left here? The Mudshot is here to stay. A little bit of damage off the top, not too bad there. And we have a 4-time super effective Absorb. The Tail Whip comes down. The Quagsire wants it all. We do massive damage there. Amsterdam putting a claim to her name. The Mudsport comes down, and all we had to do was not over level. We beat Cheren, but we lose everything since we only had one eligible Pokemon for the first battle. It's a wash. It's over. Let's just reset and have a good time. All right, this time we've got the main key, we've got the Crawdaunt, and we've got the Grovyle. So we are going to go straight for the Hoenn starter here and get that Tangled Feet passive on top. Let's see how good this goes. For our Route 19 first encounter, Weasley uses Sonic Boom, drops us to 4 HP, but we drop back with the Pokeball, risking it all on the second attempt, and the tiny little Sea Otter comes in onto the squad. It's going to end up with the Snow Cloak ability. And then for our Route 20 first encounter, it's going to be the level 2 Fire here. We're going to chip it down with the Absorb, and there goes the teleport. There goes the encounter. However, we pop over to Flosessi Ranch here, and it's gonna be another Hoenn starter in the Swampert. Drop back, chuck the Pokeball, and secure it. She's gonna end up with the Shed Skin ability. Shortly after, our rivals got the Nidoqueen here, no problem, as Fresno drops back with 2 Sonic Booms. They're on the house, and we are on our way to the first gym. And unfortunately, before Cheren, you got to beat 2 other trainers, and we get completely walled by 11 here with the Buggrass typing. So we send out Fresno as a little sacrificial slaughter here, as the only thing that can get through is a Sonic Boom. We do outspeed, which is nice, get some nice damage down. However, the Levany lays claim to our first Pokemon in the run, and as you can see, Stockholm is about to be over leveled, and Singapore is absolutely dead to that super effective stab bug typing. So we are in trouble. If this quick attack does not kill, we lose everything, and the quick attack does no damage. The bug bite comes down, and that only leaves the Swampert. This is an absolute disgrace. This is a tragedy. Stockholm comes in, drops back with the tackle, thankfully outspeeds, and finishes off the Levany, and that's not even Cheren. Oh my gosh. So because we only have 1 Pokemon left, we're gonna have to let the level 14 fly here against Cheren's level 13 level cap. The Hariyama comes down, a big beefy boy, but we've got the Hoenn starter. We have the All-Star in Stockholm, the Swampert. He drops back with the Mudslap. The Vital Throw comes down, and that cannot miss. So maybe pivot to the Water Gun. Here we go. Some more damage on top, but the Hariyama tanks everything. The Sand Attack comes down, and that could add up over the course of the battle as we get another Water Gun in there. Hariyama drops back with a Focus Energy, wanting to see those crits with those big palms, as Liliana, or Cheren in this case, heals up the big fella, but we get a fadeaway crit through the accuracy and through everything else. Hariyama drops. We want to learn by. We're going to let that go for something better in the future. That only leaves the Pidove. The ace is the Pidove. Cheren holding out on us, but he does stay true to his normal type as the Pidove drops back with a Leer, but it's not going to do anything as Stockholm takes what is rightfully his. But first, a quick attack comes down, the Water Gun for the fade, and Pidove is defeated. Cheren gives us the first gym badge. And that leads us to our next first encounter, located in the Verbank complex here. It's going to be the normal type, Exploud. She ends up with the Skill Link ability, drop back with the Pokeball, and secure it. Now it is time to take on the second gym leader in Roxy. She's got 2 Pokemon, and she leads with the Zigzagoon, a very formidable Pokemon in the presence of a Swampert, as we drop back with the Mudshot, doing massive damage up close and personal. The Tail Whip comes down, is not going to do too much on our side of things. The Super Potion is here. Mike gets in there with the heal. We drop back with a Water Gun, bringing Zigzagoon to about 30% HP. One more Water Gun will do the trick, and Zigzagoon is deleted. That leads us to the final Pokemon in Roxy's Ace, and it's going to be the Ghost type in Bayonet. Not too shabby here. Pretty good at this point in the game with that typing, as she tanks the Mudshot fairly decently off the top, but misses the Will-O-Wisp. That would have absolutely crippled the Swampert as we lean into another Mudshot here. Bayonet goes in with the Spite, does not like the fact that we're leaning into those Mudshots. The Shadow Sneak comes down. She's first to the punch. However, the Water Gun puts her down, and that will do it. Roxy is defeated. That is 2 gym badges. Let's go. And then for our Castelia Sewers first encounter, it's going to be the tiny little Carablast here. Drop back with the Nest Ball and secure it. And then for our Relic Passage first encounter, it's going to be the Galvantula here. She ends up with the Synchronize ability and add it to the team. And then for our Castelia City encounter here, it's going to be the Dragonair, but it's going to come at a price. And that's right, Edmonton, our newly acquired little guy, our Carablast, goes down, and it's okay. Even with trade evolutions, if you don't have the correct method as far as the bug is concerned, you have to trade it with its buddy. So I don't even know how I could get its evolution in this game, but it does not matter since Carablast is gone and Dragonair is here to stay. We drop back with the Great Ball, and we want that Dragonite. So with 3 Jiggles, the Great Ball does the trick, and we secure a ridiculous pseudo legendary. And then for our Route 4 first encounter, it's going to be the electric type Elekid here. Drop back with the Pokeball and secure it. The Dragonair ended up with the Drizzle passive, and this Elekid actually has the Drizzle passive as well. That leads us to our much anticipated fight against Berg, the third gym leader here. Normally with bug type Pokemon, but let's see what he's got. Skarmory comes down, a nice steel typing here to start off the fight, and we have our Exploud wanting to lean into these uproars as they are stab. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to completely ignore the fact that this is not very effective and just call Skarmory's bluff and just completely destroy Berg's first Pokemon. So much damage, it being 90 base power with stab as well. Cyndaquil comes down. That is not a Typhlosion, and that is just a peace offering to Edinburgh here, who pops off and takes down the fire typing. And then the final Pokemon is going to be the incredibly frail Abra. On top of that, we have the choice specs. So this uproar is doing so much damage. It's not even funny. Berg completely buckles under the pressure and forks over the third gym badge. As far as this video goes, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you on the flip. Peace.